Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As promised, I am posting this video as a continuation to what we discussed a while ago, and I'm supposed to insert this discussion during our session, but obviously we lack time. We we spent so much of our time discussing on the previous lesson, and so we were not able to tackle this one. I am going to demonstrate something to you again, and this is related. This is part of the OOP, of coding or of programming the OOP way. And as I have mentioned, we will break this file into two files. Usually in programming OOP, this is the one that I am demonstrating to you right now, or that I will demonstrate to you right now, is the preferred version. So this is the first version where, as you can see, we actually encoded or programmed our properties. These are our properties, these are our class, these are our behaviors, and this is our main method. So usually, well, you can do it this way. So in this version, we encoded or we programmed or we encoded the source code in a single file, and this file is called appliance.java. Okay. In OOP, though, along the way in your advanced programming subjects, you will learn that the ideal version or the ideal way of coding or programming using OOP is to actually separate the main class. I'm going to repeat that. It's ideal that you separate the main class. Okay? Number one, for readability purposes. That way, it will be easier for us to locate our other classes because the main class is separated. Okay? In other words, we will only the main class will only contain of the main method. Siya lang isa. Whereas, ang katong isa ka class separated, it will only contain the properties and the behavior. Period. Wala siya main. In this version kasi na ay main. Kaya nga naka-single file siya. Okay? So to do that, we are going to create another class. Okay? Since I already named appliance na class, I will name another class na identical ana, pero para lang dili mag-conflict ang iyang name kay taken naman gud si appliance, I'm just gonna call it appliance 1. Okay? And then it's so simple. Let's just copy the properties and the methods here. Okay? Let's just copy the properties and the methods here. Okay? Now, as you can see, this class only contains the properties and the methods. Period. Wala siya main. Okay? Again, in OOP way, it is ideal that we separate our class from the main class. And may I repeat again, ang nangyari diri sa file, nausa nato ang properties of behavior and the main method. Okay? It's ideal that we separate it. Para later, ini-check nato, inibitaw og debug nato, meaning ini-check nato for errors. It's more readable. Mas dali siya, mas limpyo, it's cleaner, it's easier, it's more comfortable to check the code. Kasi lahi man to si main. Okay? But there are minor changes. Okay, there are minor changes. Di ani kasi ang ato ang gibutang public static void. Okay? Diri pag ibulag na nato sa isa ka class ang ato ang properties and behavior, wala na si static. Okay, wala na si static. Ana. Ana na lang siya, public void na lang siya. Later I will discuss it. Okay? Mao na siya minor change. Okay? And then we will create another file where we put the main method. So ato lang siya tawag ng appliance 1 main. Okay? Tapos we'll just copy this one. And of course, we'll delete it lang para lang nalantay copy, no? And then, of course, you must name your class name the same with your file name. So, appliance 1, main. Aron dili ka mag-error. And then, kopyahon lang nato itong main. Diri. Okay, kopyahon nato siya. Yan. Okay. And then, in this case, kay ang iyang ang ato ang class name naman is appliance 1. Ato siyang ilisdan po diri appliance 1 aron dili ta mag-error. Okay? Mao man ang ato ang name. Lang. Okay, tapos ayan, let's try to run our appliance 1. Again, ang appliance 1 ni siya dapat. Again, ang ato ang appliance 1 is ang iyang sulod ra gyud is ang properties and behaviors. Mao ra gyud na iyang sulod dapat. Okay, so ato siyang i-run. Okay, natay error. Okay, na-delete na ko ang curly brace. Let's try to run it again. Ayan, wala na siya. Now, normally, when you run this one, you will see something like this, and you might think this is an error. Actually, this is not an error. Um, well, our Java will call it error kasi nga wala niya nakitaan si main. Remember when I said for all the programs you run in your computer, example Microsoft Word or even example Windows Media Player, usually your operating system will look for the main method. All programs when they are being run, your calculator, even your Mobile Legend, kanang Facebook app, inigran na niya sa ato ang computer. In this case, ang smartphone is also treated as a computer. Ang pangitaon sa operating system is ang main method. Okay, but in this case, wala kasi nga nakita ng main method. This is fine in OOP, ayaw kabalaka. Just familiarize this message, main method not found in class. Okay ra na siya. That is not really an error. That is not really a mistake, kumbaga. Okay? So naadiri ang ato ang main kasi. Okay, let's try to run this one kung wala ba error. Ayan. Okay? If you notice, we still get the same result. They still run. They still work together. Okay? And this is the OOP way. Okay? So think of this one, allow me to close this one. Think of this one as version 1. Technically, this is fine. If you choose to write your codes this way, uh, where you put your main method and your properties and behavior in a single file, it's okay. Pero ideally in OOP, you do it this way. So in this class, we will do it this way para masanay kayo. Okay? So in this case, or in this way, we broke this single file into two. So we have created a file which only contains the class name, the properties, this one, and the behaviors. That's it. Okay, and then we also created as another file that contains, in this case, the um, tawag dito, contains the main method. Okay, so please notice this one. This file has called this class. Ulitin ko. This file, appliance1 main, has called appliance1 this one. O, diba they communicated with each other? So these files communicated with each other. Because in reality, objects communicate with each other. Okay? Parang ganun. How do two persons communicate with each other? Diba they speak or they talk? Diba talk is a behavior? Parang ganon. So in OOP, parang ganon din ang kanyang logic. So we can allow two files to work together. So in reality, when you reach fourth year, uh, you will be able to create programs that have more than 10 files. Okay? More than 10 files. Ganun sa OOP. Kasi ato gud siyang ibulag-bulag dapat. This is just a matter of formatting. A matter of preference actually. Pero in OOP, we normally do it this way. So hence, from now on, practice this format, practice this way of doing it. Ibulag yun nato ang file sa property of class o katong natay main. Bali mo ni siya to ang tester. Okay, tester na to ni siya. I hope na gets. Okay? So study the practice and study the next lesson. Okay?